They have the OON National Award, same as a flat age for conquering the continent. A lot of people are asking the question, so if the federal government can do this for Super Falcons who conquered Africa, the Tigers who conquered Africa also got the J. So what will happen should Nigeria win the FIFA World Cup? So if you're in sports, start knocking the door, because it's like the Bola Tinubu administration is ready to drop the cocoa money.
Attention, attention, if you're not spending money, go, 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 go. Anything one more don't misplaced priority, can be broke, can be lazy. I said nobody go on the high seas. My money be like cocoa money. See now everything I go away. Bitch better have my money. Go my day. Bitch better have my money. Go away. Bitch better have my money. Go my lay. Bitch better have my money.
Okay, well, Adekunle Gold there with Cocoa Money. Wow, shout out to the ladies. And well, let's talk more on the show. Maybe if Nigeria's Chan team also win the Chan tournament, maybe they can also get something. It's more about the money coming from the federal government of Nigeria. All right, now let's look at more updates on the show this evening. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. Welcome to Extra Time. Here we talk everything football and, mix up with music. For those of you driving home, it is your football drive time show on Solutions 93.9 FM here in the city of Ibadan. We're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. And you can as well post your comments, your reactions on some of the stories we have here. We have live updates coming from the Chan tournament. Live update between Uganda and Algeria. Guinea defeated Niger Republic 1-0 earlier today. And while looking at the minutes of action between Uganda and Algeria at the moment, it is goalless. 36 minutes of action between the two sides. Well, who goes in with the 3 points today? And now 37 minutes. Uganda 0, Algeria 1. With 2. Oh, yes. So the live updates right now. 37 minutes of action. Uganda 0, Algeria 1. 37 minutes of action. Well, before the show runs out, I'll keep updating you what is happening between the two sides. But remember, Niger earlier defeated Guinea. No, sorry. Niger lost 0-1 against Guinea. So it was Guinea that defeated Niger Republic. And looking at how this tournament is going, remember, Eric Schell is a man who has been sounding so confident going into this one. Remember, is going into the Chan for the first time as a coach of Nigeria's home base Eagles 1, coming to this tournament on the back of the Unity Cup victory his Super Eagles team had months ago. And let's see if Nigerian home base players can do the country proud. All right, more live updates. 39 minutes of action. Uganda 0, Algeria 1. Live updates coming from the African Nations Championship Chan. And just to also remind you that Guinea defeated Niger Republic 1-0 earlier today. But remember, yesterday, Kenya defeated DR Congo 1-0. Morocco edged Angola 2-0 as a 10-man Madagascar and Mauritania played out goalless in the Chan tournament played yesterday for the games. Well, remember, Tanzania defeated Burkina Faso in one of the opening rounds 2-0. The game ended. Now, let's move on. Let's also let you know that Nigeria's home base Eagles will be in action tomorrow as we see what Eric Schell's team will be cooking against Senegal. Well, remember, before Nigeria-Senegal's game by 6 p.m., we'll have Congo taking on Sudan by 3 p.m. and Nigeria taking on Senegal by 6 p.m. in that one. But now, moving on, let's talk about a lady who has conquered Africa with the Super Falcons of Nigeria. They call her the Agbabola Asisat Oshoala. Well, she has expressed her delight to have played alongside Perpetua Nkwocha, Precious Dede, Rita Chikwelu, and others in a senior national team. Oshoala, who was part of the squad that won the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, told newsmen that the Chill and many other Super Falcons players paved the way for the rise of female football in the country. Now, looking at Asisat Oshoala, I still feel like maybe we didn't really get the best of her at the last chance. But hey, she played a psychological role in making the girls believe in themselves that they can have the Mission X confirmed and concluded. That was what happened. Well, remember the 30-year-old breakthrough occurred at the 2014 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, where she claimed the tournament top scorer title with 7 goals. Our star continued to ascend, that same finishing as the Super Falcons' second top scorer at the 2014 AFCON, in which Nigeria triumphed.
She dey play ball low. Hey, and she dey score goal low. For my heart, you. And she dey give them colo. God, now you be my ass now for life, my true love no be joke, you be my wife, Barcelona, you too tight, and you be number one, my left and right, If you be mine, you I go marry you. You be red devil, that's why I badu you. Chelsea, I too cherish you. They play not small, I didn't feel you. If you be Marcel, I say they play well. By many, I say you too unique. PSG, you should roll my ball, and Leon, they play well, they play ball, for my heart, you. She dey score goal, for my heart, you. She dey give them colo. Hey, she dey dribble them. If you believe in Liverpool, the rest you dey give me go spin too. You dey give me liver. Hey, Juventus is the champion, Laila, you no go lose. You dey make them shit. They got the Real Madrid, I say you too real. AC Milan, you're my number one fan. Inter Milan, baby, I'm your main man. You dey play ball, you dey play ball. Newcastle, no ball without you. Portsmouth, I say you get mouth. Baltimore, you should be Everton, and Tottenham, she dey Toribio. Play ball.
All right, now let's talk about football. Now moving away from women's football. Well, that was Face a Play Ball, and let's talk about the preseason games ongoing at different centers on the show this evening. Hope you're driving home safe, right? Don't overspeed. But I'll be here to play you more music and give you live updates. Well, for the club friendly games ongoing at different centers of preseason, Liverpool is currently live against Athletic Bilbao of Spain 4-1 as a live score, 84 minutes of action in this one. A lot of people saying that maybe some players will not leave Liverpool, most especially Darwin Núñez, because Darwin Núñez scored the second goal for Liverpool in the 50 minutes, but the first goal that came in for Liverpool was scored by Ngumuha in the second minute of the encounter. An own goal by Padilla made the goal increase to third. Watford Elliott scored the fourth goal for Arne Slot's side in the 58th minute. Well, Guruzzetta got an equalizer in the 76th minute for the Spaniards in this preseason friendly game. Now, looking at more friendly matches ongoing for teams playing across Europe ahead of the new league season going down in Spain, in England. Well, earlier today, Barcelona defeated the girl of Korea 5-0. And guess what? Marcus Rashford, a man who left Manchester United to Spain to play for Barcelona, got his first goal as a Barcelona player. Is scored in the 65th encounter, courtesy an assist coming from Garcia. Well, for other goal scorers, we've got Fernandes and Robert Lewandowski got a goal as well in that one, the 27th minute. But Gavi opened the scoring, then scored a brace in the 47th minute of the encounter. Still talking about preseason. club friendly that we are monitoring at the moment. Well, 85th minutes of encounter between Lentigonier of Italy and Reggiana. Reggiana is leading Lentigonier 2-0, 86 minutes of action. Going back to Liverpool's game, Liverpool still leading the park 4-1 against Athletic Bilbao. 88 minutes of encounter. Well, for other games that decided today, Napoli and Casertana played out a 1-1 draw. Two Italian sides in that one. While the game between Monopoli of Italy and Sam BSI ended goalless. More games to go down today. Well, we still have Liverpool and Athletic Bilbao battling each other again today, while Saudi Arabian side Al Qadisiyah will take on Sevilla of Spain 8 p.m. today. Now, away from that, let's go back to the CHAN tournament. A live update coming from that end. Remember, Algeria still leading against Uganda 1-0, 46 minutes of action between the two sides. We're going on a break, and when we come back, we'll talk more football stories. Check our time right now, 6:47 is the time, and it's still extra time where we talk everything football from the local to the foreign scene. Remar Kelebo now talking about a team that won the Europa and will be facing Champions League winners PSG and UEFA Super Cup final. Tottenham Hotspur, and maybe Danny Levy has already agreed that at this moment, let's just allow the UEFA Super Cup go to PSG and let us struggle this season, because Daniel Levy is saying that he will get credit from supporters critical of his time in charge once he has left the club. Levy has long been the target of ire from fans who point towards a death of silverware under his direction, as well as a failure to build upon Premier League title challenges in 2016 and 2017 and the team's run to the 2019 Champions League final. Well, he also made it clear that he doesn't care that if Thomas Frank, the new coach, doesn't win the English Premier League title, that they are not looking for the title. All they just want is that the team should perform, bounce back better. I don't know. Maybe somebody should just wake Danny Levy up, because you fired Ange Postecoglou days after winning the Europa League final. But now let's talk about a team that went to court, called for maybe extended date for the La Liga, but things have changed. Yes, And that is what we are seeing here. Real Madrid had to begin their preseason training today under new coach Xabi Alonso, 15 days before the team's first game of the 2025-2026 La Liga campaign. Madrid's first team squad reported for duty at the club's Valdebebas Stadium training ground today, with the players undergoing medical tests before a training session few minutes. That was around 12 p.m. But now the team's La Liga debut will see them host Osasuna on Tuesday, 19th of August at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid had asked for the fixture to be postponed, arguing that the team would have insufficient time to prepare for the match after their involvement in the Club World Cup ended only on 9th of July at the semi-final stage. A Spanish Football Federation judge rejected that request last week, ruling that while the collective agreement which governs Spanish football included a requirement for a minimum of 21 days holiday for players, there was no such obligation for a minimum amount of physical and tactical preparation time ahead of a new season. The holiday period concluded last week, and Madrid's players now begin preseason training just 2 weeks ahead of their first game of the season. And I hope that this team will not come. I mean, for Real Madrid fans, will not come out to say they did not have enough time to prepare for the La Liga season. Well, remember, the team will play a preseason friendly against WSG Tirol in Innsbruck, Austria on 12th of August as part of their preparations. A big headache for the coach Xabi Alonso. But maybe Scales will be happy. Remember, he has confirmed he's a Barcelona fan. Here is Scales. Boss the speakers.
Everyday celebration. Look around, maximum motivation. Share location. Make we show, make we scatter the place. It's a new level with a new devil. Should not them send you. I know they overdo, but as for me, I know we go bust their speakers. I said we go rock their speakers. Hey, walk with me, hey. We go bust their speakers. I said we go rock their speakers. Hey, walk with me, hey. Get down, get down. When I say jump, get down, get down, get down. When I say jump, get down, get down, get down. When I say jump, get down, get down, get down. When I say jump, pop that beat, pop that L. Baby get loose, baby get loose. Pop that beat, pop that L. Baby get loose, baby get loose. Pop that L. Baby get loose, baby get loose. Pop that L. Baby get loose, baby get loose. I know the hustle now every day. By any means, by any way. I know they take your own shit. So my love better me shit. So make we get loose this life now one. No one getting number two. Cause I chose to keep my cool. No means way I act a fool. As for me, I know we go bust their speakers. I said we go rock their speakers. Hey, walk baby day, walk baby day. Hey. We go bust their speakers. I said we go rock their speakers. Hey, walk baby day, walk baby day.
Scales, the boss, the speakers, BTS, and shout out to commentator Jalasha Rio saying, well done watching you from Oyo up Inter Milan. Okay. And saying, Ami Okonko, Afrobasket MVP, Esther Koronko, WAFCON final MVP, Okonko to Okonko. Okay. Well, shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies. Now you know what's time next. All right. Now let's go straight and look at more updates on the show. Taking you back to halftime results right there between Uganda and Algeria. Uganda 0. Algeria 1. So, Uganda trolled by lone goal in the first half. So, let's see what happens in the second half of this game. If it's going to be Uganda coming back or Algeria scoring a second goal. All right, now let's go to the United States of America, where Lionel Messi's club, Inter Miami, has confirmed that the captain suffered a minor muscle injury in his right leg on Saturday night in the league's cup match against Necaxa at Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The timeline for his return remains undetermined and will depend on the response to treatment, according to the club. Messi sustained the strain early in the match on Saturday after coming into contact with Necaxa, Raul Sanchez and Alexia Pena when dribbling into the box during the play. Messi stumbled to the ground and later slammed his hand on the turf in frustration before seeking medical attention a couple of minutes later. So, but the club is saying, well, the injury is not that much, but let's have to see. Now, let's talk transfer stories on the show this evening, and we start with Ademola Lookman. Well, Syria club Atalanta have denied Ademola Lookman's broken promises. The Bergamo club claimed that they pledged to sell the former Leicester City player abroad this summer and not to a Syria rival. Lookman submitted a formal transfer request on Sunday after Atalanta rejected Inter Milan's offer. He protested that the club had promised to let him leave this summer if a suitable offer was made. Now, according to a report in Italy, the version of the story given by Atalanta is different from Lookman's submission. Now, the promise was to let the talented winger go to a foreign club if an ambitious and lucrative bid was received. Now, Ladien made a promise when Lookman asked to be left out of the squad for the UEFA Super Cup against Real Madrid because of interest from Paris Saint-Germain. But with what we are seeing right now, so if Atalanta doesn't want him to stay in Italy, where will they want him to go to? Go to PSG, go to Juventus. No, that's the Italy. Go to PSG, come to English Premier League, go to German Bundesliga, because I know Bayer Leverkusen are looking for players. But now let's talk about another transfer update here. Chelsea are aiming to sign both Xavi Simons and Alejandro Garnacho before the transfer window closes. Chelsea are in talks to sign the two forwards, and discussions have been ongoing for some time, with good relations between all clubs. Chelsea, why? Okay, but you remember earlier today, reporters said that Alexander Isak reported to Newcastle's training ground after his personal training camp in Spain, days after a bid from Liverpool over £100 million were rejected by the Magpies. All right. Now, Manchester United are expected to make a formal offer for RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko after Newcastle United's bid of £69.8 million was over the weekend. Manchester United have been in talks with Leipzig over what they will be prepared to pay. Now, let's go about Tottenham Hotspur and the man who left the team, and that is Heung-min Son. Tottenham is set to receive a fee of around £15 million from LAFC for Heung-min Son. Son is expected to finalize his move to LAFC over the next few days. Now, Bundesliga club VfB Stuttgart are in talks with Arsenal over signing of midfielder Fabio Vieira. Vieira is into the final 2 years of his Arsenal contract, and he spent last season on loan at former club FC Porto. All right, now, this will be the confident point to say goodbyes on the show, and I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with Ganze, the sports wizard, where we look at a major movement in the football. Well, this is Fido with Dolakbo. Like we always say, we say drive safe, stay safe, keep doing sport.
Hola, dans la coupe, Jaburata. Hola, dans la